Even though Meghan Markle and Prince Harry, their fan base, they claimed victory over this Netflix docu-series, and they said this is perhaps the biggest success for Netflix so far. But now new reports suggest that Harry, Meghan, they're feeling this heart, if you like, that this Netflix docu-series is a big flop. What is happening right now is that Meghan Markle and their PR team, they're coming up with new ideas, new ways to tackle this particular issue. Before I make mention of more in details, most of my viewers are not subscribed to this channel. If you're one of them, consider to subscribe and hit the bell so that you do not miss any notification. Royal Family Live, Harry and Meghan left hurt, quote, after new Netflix show backfires in US. Now guys, there is actually another news that came recently that says basically that US citizen, US people, they're so sick and tired of this duplicitous duo that they are now tuning out from their stories. And the reason for that is because they're repeating the same porkies over and over and over again. And therefore, of course, Meghan Markle and Harry, they know that in the long term, they will not be able to make more money by using or throwing their own family members under the bus. What we will see when the memoir will come out is going to be a complete disaster. They are already offering that memoir, The Spare, if you remember, for free. Nobody is even bothered to buy the free copy or get a copy of that. Now, Prince Harry and Meghan have been hurt after a flop in ratings from the new Netflix series, according to PR expert. The couple executive produced the series and made an appearance in it. An American PR expert who goes by the alias Royalty, quote unquote, on social media tweeted, "Leave to lead." From the Sussexes, and the Mandela Foundation has had very little press coverage and promotion behind it, which is strange given their association and impressive list of bold names involved. Guys, when we talk about the Nelson Mandela Foundation, since it is coming up in this article, I want to make mention of this thing. Nelson Mandela Foundation, they're very unhappy with Meghan. The reason for that is because if you remember what happened with the New Zealand Prime Minister, Jacinda Ardern, her name, I think, she went to the function, to the gathering in New Zealand, invited by the Nelson Mandela Foundation, and the main purpose was really for the promotion of the foundation through the Prime Minister. And she was going to allow the picture of Nelson Mandela, his life story, biography to be included in some of the books in New Zealand. I don't know if those were school books or some other books, but they invited Jacinda Ardern in that function, in that gathering. And then all of a sudden, these two duplicitous duo, they popped up and they did not like it. The Jacinda Ardern, her team didn't like it because they were not prepared to have a talk with these two. They went there to promote those books, those videos, those images, but they were not there to meet this two couple. But voila, all of a sudden they showed up and they expressed their dislike to the whole thing. So Nelson Mandela Foundation, they are not happy with Meghan. Every time you see her doing something or using the name Nelson Mandela, just understand that this is a wile, if you like, a ploy or a catchword she uses in order to peddle her own interest. It is not anybody's interest. It is not the interest of the Nelson Mandela Foundation at all. She added, quote, "It is one of the first tests commercially of their brand strategy to pull people in personal drama and hope they stay for the philanthropy." Remember the Kim Kardashian stuff that I mentioned to you guys? How Meghan, Harry, they planned that their lifestyle, their whole Megxit will become the next Kim Kardashian show. That did not happen, and this was their effort when they released the Netflix docu-series. That's what they hoped for, that people will be interested in them just like they were interested with Kim Kardashian. But obviously we know that the first trailer, as I mentioned, on Netflix, on YouTube, don't go to Netflix, just go to YouTube. The first trailer got couple of million view, and which is very normal because Netflix has a lot of subscribers. And then After that, it died down. By the third trailer, there was not much audience who watched that third trailer. With little to no PR, a Saturday holiday release, and no gossip to drive organic press, it did not even crack top 100 TV shows. Let's talk about the ratings. For Meghan and Harry, the ratings right now is a disaster, not just for the Netflix. As you can see, it did not reach the top 100 TV shows, but also the podcast of Meghan Markle ranked at the very bottom of the Spotify podcast chart. Also, The Bench, the book, got cancelled. The book was a big flop too. The Pearl, the drama, the series or the show got cancelled. If you take a look at their popularity in the UK, it tanked further, and actually reported on this a few days ago. Now they're sitting both of them at a negative point. If you take a look overall ratings for Meghan and Harry, I mean, nobody even want to look at those numbers, especially if you're a fan of Meghan and Harry. Quote, the way it's being handled feels like a throwaway project to fulfill a contract. Maybe they had to hit a certain number of Netflix projects by the end of this year. Quote, the one thing that is clear is that the Sussex name alone isn't enough to drive views, which will hurt them. I want to take this opportunity and say, guys, people like you made it possible. We boycotted Harry Meghan. A lot of you have cancelled your subscription with Netflix. Guys, these are all paying back. Netflix is saying that their subscription is going down, maybe a little bit, but still going down because of these two. We have also seen that the Sussex, the title that they're using, that in order to make a sale, is also not it's not appealing to a lot of people these days anymore. And this is a great concern for them, because we remember Meghan and Harry, the only way they can make money is through their talent, through their skill. Actually, none of them. Cross them out forever, for good. All Harry does is whining. Meghan, all she does, whining and complaining and portraying herself as the victim. And they have nothing to offer. So when we talk about they making money, a living, it is purely by trashing their own family members. And this is perhaps why you see now Harry, the little boy, is asking for the return of his brother and father to his life. And he said that I would definitely want them back in my life, not the institution. Only a few days ago he said, oh, my brother screamed at me, and after a few days he changed his mind. Now he's saying, oh, I want them back.